Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger to me.
I'll be back.
This is episode. Oh, we've ruined it. Sorry, I've cut it on you.
There's 3 people here now.
Ethan!
I keep forgetting. Sorry, hello, I'm Ethan McKinley, the host of 2 Minute Terminator, along with co-host Ellie Fitzgerald.
Yo!
And comedian, journalist, raconteur.
Who was the chief grip in the Terminator production?
That'll be Al Sapienza.
You reckon?
No, I don't know. While he's looking up how wrong I am, listeners, this is obviously episode 20. Oh, bloody Nora.
Bloody Nora.
No, we're on episode 29, guys. And
I'm amazed that Al Sapienza is a real person.
Al Sapienza actually is an actor from, I think he's in The Sopranos, and he was in a film I was in, one of the first things I did on screen called Al's Lads, who played, I think, Al Capone.
What did you do in that?
I was literally an extra.
Aww.
Didn't I send you those clips?
What they call him is a background artist.
Background artist. Well, that's giving it phony grandeur. The same way a bartender might call himself a mixologist versus a bartender.
Oh, wanker.
No, we're on episode 29, and this is minute 56 to 58, and essentially it's Reese being interrogated once again by Dr. Silverman, and a lot of it really is him just screaming...
Silverman, you bastard!
Screaming at the camera through the, I guess, case recording camera, which is... I guess happening.
We're back at that blue screen again. Have you noticed, Ethan?
Yes.
No, you don't, do you?
No, I haven't.
The key grip in Terminator was actually Robert Gray, who also worked on Gravity. He was the key grip there as well.
So he didn't advance his career for 30 years?
No, he did, but that was just the last thing he did.
No, well, he started off as a key grip in the Terminator. We love actually doing this. We should do more of this in the episodes where we pick out the unsung heroes of the Terminator franchise. And Robert Gray is this week's host.
He's there's no photo of him, unfortunately, and he's got no biographical data either, but he has made a career out of being grippy.
Grippy?
More grippy than Velcro.
More grippy than a...
What does a grip do? What does a grip do? Do they just kind of hold things?
What's his name? Robert Gray?
Yeah.
Robert Gray.
But yeah, the blue screen. Do you remember when they're in the when Sarah and her friend that you thought was kind of hot until you Googled her and discovered she wasn't so hot? When they're watching the news, and I was like, isn't it
You're
weird?
dead,
that
honey.
There's like a weird blue sheer screen. And
hue, I think is the word.
Well, that must have been, I guess, a standard television then. I guess when you're filming, you see these flicker lines. That's the kind of the interference. That's the flicker rate of the TV. Although it's not actually that bad in there. But usually when you film a camera on a TV, you see this crazy shit that you never actually see in real life.
33,000 hertz.
That's the one.
Seriously, Dr. Silverman's back fat is so impressive. It's like men. I didn't think men really got muffin tops.
Before we started the show and we watched this clip, you said you may have noticed a mistake, Ellie, in this clip. They're in the office reviewing the case study tape of Reese's paranoid delusions with Dr. Silverman.
So he states the fact that that Skynet didn't really have much information about John Connor's mum. He said didn't even have her full name, didn't have this, just the location and where she was.
Yeah.
And he said the Terminator just did it by process of elimination. Whereas Arnold, the Terminator, goes through the phone book and is looking up for Sarah Connor. So if he didn't have her whole name, then where the fuck did that come from?
That's a good question.
That's a good one. I'm gonna text.
Can I get an amen up in here?
I'm gonna text James again.
I love you, Rubel.
Did you not reply to the first text?
He hasn't got back to me. No.
God damn it, James Cameron! Come on, dude.
Spotted
we love you.
Error.
Call us. Send us a message.
Spotted an error, James. Still waiting for your reply.
First name times.
Titanic, WTF again.
WTF? Is that down to fuck?
The next part of the scene, obviously, is if you're following along, the Terminator is pulling back the mattress of the disgruntled apartment he's in. Disgruntled? What's it? Defunct?
It doesn't have a mattress cover.
Derelict.
That room doesn't have a mattress.
It's a rotten room.
But it's got a great piece of pristine white linen ready for him to clean his eye.
And tools to cut his eye out.
I'm texting James again. This is rubbish.
Fuck you, James.
Also, changing fashion for Sarah Connor, who's moved from a lilac PVC pleat, shoulder padded mauve, and she's now removed that and changed into a sort of tie-dye pink blouse.
Yeah.
We have actually discussed this before.
The blouse.
Burst your bubble, yeah.
You've already touched on the blouse.
My disdain for the blouse.
I want to know where I can get one of those.
Not to this
for a 19-year-old girl.
As seen on screen.com.
Yeah. Do you reckon they'll have that Rastafari check shirt the Doctor's wearing?
Maybe.
I
might Google
I actually just
tie-dye
noticed, by the way, when the Terminator leaves the hotel room or the motel room or even the apartment room,
that his leather jacket's completely different.
No, he climbs out the window again through the Venetian blinds to get on the fire escape with his guns that he finds under the mattress. This is not the last time he leaves that apartment. He comes back against the room because he's going actually to shoot up the police station. When he leaves the apartment finally to go to the motel,
he goes by the door.
Or does he kill Sarah's mother? Because at some spoilers, we get to this in the film. He calls her in her mum's voice, and the house is all wrecked, isn't it? As the camera's panning across the apartment.
How the fuck did he know where her mum lived?
Internet. Googled
Internet.
it. Skynet Internet.
Skinternet.
Skinternet. That's the name of this episode. What point were you making? You were going to say, how come when he finally leaves the hotel,
he goes through the front door?
He goes through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bizarre.
What is that?
Mixing it up. Doesn't like to be predictable.
Yeah, is it because I guess he's told the janitor, "Fuck you, asshole." And
maybe it's because he's leaving at night time, whereas when he leaves the house, the final time it's during the day.
Maybe.
Who knows? Until you come up with a better answer, Ethan. That's what I'm going with.
Oh well, I don't know. Can you come up with any more facts or questions about these scenes, Ellie? Who's the guy in the back? Let's see if we can find out who the guy in the back of the police station is.
In back.
With the moustache and the blonde hair, the coiffed hair, the perfectly coiffed hair.
I also like Sarah Connor's denim jeans as well. They're like the high-rise, over-the-waist jobs.
They're so fashionable these days.
They are well
fucking horrible.
She's Sarah Connor
you
in this movie.
You can't buy them in American Apparel.
She's essentially dressed like the most hipster Hoxton. Hoxton lady.
It's because John sent a message back from the future on what to wear and be ahead of the times.
The actor.
Well, he's got on IMDb, Elliot. Probably easier to find the actor.
Okay.
I'm on IMDb here, but I'm not really sure what I should be.
It's a method we've used. Go beyond. I guess you'd go beyond wherever.
Terminator background cast.
Everyone in the scene. Yeah.
By the way, if anyone listening to this knows of any cool trivia websites or anything, just hit us up with that. That'd be
just
cool.
chucking that out there.
You'd think we should know these
things. If any of you guys listening are like,
but we're not machines. We are mere humans.
No, machines would be efficient and get shows out on time.
If any of you guys listening at home are really gorgeous and interested in starting up a kind of flirtatious relationship that may proceed from the internet into the real world, then my Twitter is at Jojo's Dojo. You can get in touch with me there.
You can find them on Tinder.
No, I'm not on Tinder.
I'm not on Tinder either.
High five.
You were on Tinder though.
Yeah, I was. I got rid.
Why?
Just poor results.
What do you mean poor results? You were regaling me with tales of adventure on the high seas on a weekly basis.
Yeah, but they're all kind of not going anywhere. The sex is kind of when someone's just not putting enough effort in bed. I need someone who can match me calorifically.
I think Ethan gets that a lot.
Calorifically? What's calorifically?
Calorifically.
Oh.
They're putting in the same amount of energy.
Oh, I thought there was some carnal related play on words you were doing there.
No.
Well, this has completely gone off the rails. We shall return, I guess, with a more exciting 2 minutes. Apologies, guys. This is actually our shortest episode. I don't know.
Maybe we just run out of steam because we've been doing this for 5 hours.
That is true.
I've just ruined
We had to catch up because we missed a week. We will return for the final episode of this week.
I know why it's got shorter.
Because we're getting bored?
Because we haven't mentioned A&M.
What's A&M? Hey, I'm playing along now.
Arthur and Merlin?
The 4-minute Arthur and Merlin tax that every podcast has to
Even
pay.
you say podcast! Do you call it a podcast?
It's from up north.
What is it?
It's
a podcast, right?
Where are you from?
I'm from Coventry. Where are you from?
Near me.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you would say podcast.
Podcast, darling.
Podcast.
There's no R in that word.
It's a podcast, guy.
Yeah, there's no R in Bath and there's no R in... Blah, 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 blah.
Anyway, our listeners don't want to hear this. This is the end of this episode. Apologies if we regaled you with so many facts and figures you couldn't take it anymore, but we didn't. If you want to find us, you can find Joe for dating purposes or to read his lovely blog, Jojo's Dojo. You can find Ellie on the internet, elliefitzgerald.com. Just look for a picture with a boy that looks like a girl that looks like the boy from Terminator 2. You can find me at ethanmckinley.com for the other podcast we do, which is Questionable. And
it is.
I guess we'll just leave it on a whisper. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you at next episode.
Hasta la vista.
Baby.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm stupid in my head. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I have big square